Welcome back to another episode. It's been a pretty eventful Europe trip for us, and it's currently 6:30 right now a.m. in Budapest, and we're gonna take a really chill day just to let things settle in. I'm jet lagged. I haven't slept, which is why I'm up so early, and I'm gonna go grab a coffee right now and explore the city. So the next time you see us, we'll be at a very, very special shop, so you don't want to miss out on this episode. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, it's Hiep and John here. We have a really exciting store tour for you today. You might recognize this place. So we're gonna take a look inside today. Welcome to the beautiful world.
Oh, you're doing it all wrong. Welcome to the beautiful world of aquascaping.
Who's this guy? Yeah, let's take a look inside. Why don't we come on in?
Yep. Please.
So Tommy, show us around a little bit. Tell us about this beautiful place.
Well, first of all, thank you for coming. So this is the gallery. A lot of you guys probably know already. Basically, the idea was to have a separate showroom inside the shop, and this is what we built. We have the big tanks on that side, 120 piece all along. Then the two main ones, the 650 and the 450. I'm sorry, these are liters. I know this is weird for you, but I can't count in gallons. And then we have the 60s on this side and the walk-arounds in the middle. So yeah, just let's take a look at them and
I'll follow you.
Feel the gallery. Just mind my IPLC tank. Don't show it to the world yet. Yeah, the first one. This was done by Balázs, like a Brazilian style tank. It really shows how difficult it is to keep a Brazilian style in shape, because with all these tanks we can't really make it work. Like, it's usually in a nice condition, but the plants are always overgrown, and this is the type of tank that would really need like a daily maintenance, something like that, and we only keep a weekly routine in the gallery, but you would do at home mostly. There's no secret. People always say that we must do extra maintenance and so on, but we don't. We really follow the same routine that we recommend to our customers, which is weekly maintenance, 50% water change, and proper technical background. Yes, so with filtration, you can't really go over the limit. Yeah. You can undersize it quite easily, but there's not such a thing that too much filtration.
Yeah, I'm a really big fan of this one, but the stonework is amazing.
Yeah, this one was made by Juan Pucades. He visited us last year and had a workshop, masterclass in the shop. And yeah, this is the result. I think Balázs adjusted it 2 times now, so it's always evolving like any scape should. Some people take it like disrespect that you touch someone else's work, but all the changes has actually been made in contact with Juan. So we've always, he couldn't really achieve the look he wanted originally because we didn't have the perfect stones for it. So the adjustments are actually led by Juan, and that's how we make it.
I remember this episode. It was really fun to watch. He's a very good entertainer.
Yes, he is. He's a really funny guy, and it was really nice working with him. This one here is the biggest tank in the showroom. It's 180 by 60 by 60 centimeters. It's 650 liters. You guys can put the sizes on in US measurements.
Yeah,
Volume.
I've never seen a lily pipe this big before.
And this is like a proper NA style tank. So while the hobby, especially the competition side of the hobby, is moving towards the crazy builds and the crazy details and so on, this is what all of us fell in love with when starting at Aquascaping. And we are always trying to have at least one tank like this in the showroom, because this can drag in new people, and this kind of look is quite easily achievable for new people in the hobby as well. If we would only show the competition style stuff and the more difficult builds, then it wouldn't be encouraging for customers.
Yeah.
So that's why it's really important for us. And usually this one, the big one, we try to keep it in some sort of NA style.
This is still my favorite style of Aquascape. Love the Pentazona barbs, one of my favorite fish, and then the use of the plants here are really great too. The look, super red, the pearl weed up top. I really like the way the things are laid out in this one. Yeah, really nice tank. Great.
And this whole row, the point is to show different styles in the same size. So all these are 60Ps, and you have the dust style, you have 2 NA style tanks, then there's an Iwagumi and another sort of NA style at the end. So this is again for newcomers in the hobby to see how many different things you can do in aquascaping.
I like this one a lot. It's a very good beginner aquarium. You know, with the way these plants are.
Yeah,
very easy plants.
The point of this tank when we made it was to show that you could make a nice tank in low-tech environment as well. Obviously in here it's running with CO2 and powerful lighting and so on, because that's what we have in the gallery. But this is the sort of layout and setup that you could do with, for example, without CO2.
Yeah, the black Emperor tetras are really nice. I like the use of the Cyperus Helferi here.
Yeah, that's a tricky plant to keep, especially in a small tank like this. Mm-hmm. You must trim it, which it doesn't really like.
So do the tips stay square like that, huh?
Yeah, it's like once you trim it, it basically stays like that. So it's not nice to look from the top, but obviously if you look at as you should from the side, then it makes sense.
So I noticed you guys have numbers on all these tanks. What do you guys use the numbers for?
We have a list for maintenance routines. So that's how we can check which tank has been, for example, which filter has been cleaned in a certain period. This is how you log them with the numbers, and there's no other way to sort out this many lights. We name them by the numbers, and then we know exactly which light to control. So
very smart and organized.
Balázs and I both have a small amount of OCD, so this is the only way we know.
Let's talk about this one a little bit, because I've been really enjoying watching the Rasboras school around in circles this whole time.
It's like
mesmerizing.
Like a mini train going around.
Yeah, just constantly.
And they do it
around.
all the time. It's really fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was done by Victor and me as well. The main idea was Victor's. I just helped him out, and it turned out really nice. So all these walk-around things, we do them mostly to show off to clients who want aquariums in like lobbies and reception areas, that you can have a setup that is completely clean from all sides, and you can really walk around them and you don't see any any backside of an aquarium or any technical stuff, because all of them are drilled. So we have the filtration coming from the cabinet directly to the tank without hoses outside.
Yeah, I really like these pipes. Is this one like a custom made pipe for
Yes.
the setup?
Yes, so
It's really pretty. Like when it's nice, like it's there, you know, it's supposed to be invisible, but you can still see it, and seeing how clean it is makes me really appreciate, you know, the whole setup overall.
yeah, you can't get much cleaner look than these.
Yeah, you have the surface agitation as well.
Yeah, we had a lot of them made. So when we made the first tank like this, it took us, I don't know, we made 10 different pipes and checked them all out, which one works, because we had no idea how to cut the end to have the perfect flow. We even had one that came up to the top and had a proper lily pipe at the end, but it didn't make sense with the full circulation. So that's how we got with this one.
Okay, and then we come to this other walk-around tank with the blue Rhino stones, right?
It has just been trimmed this morning, so it's not the perfect shape it can be in, but yeah, it needed a good trim now. It's simplicity. It's again, just like with the NA style tanks, it's always important for us to show this style as well. This is closest to me actually, Iwagumi layouts, and having just one or two type of plants, simple rocks, but impactful textures and shapes. And this is what I fell in love with actually. The Iwagumi style is what drew me into the hobby. If someone comes in, they're either on this side or the NA style. But these are the two that get the most people liking the hobby for the first time.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of us started off with the Iwagumi style, right? And that's when, you know, people get into carpets and really want to get into things like that. I feel like even after a trim like this, it still has its own beauty, even in this shape right now. Like, I really like how much purling you get to see right after this trim. It's really pretty. So like, even in this state, it's not how it's intended to be viewed, but it still has its own charm. And yeah, simplicity, right? Elegance. Elegance is just like beauty in things that are not complicated and simple, and it's really a great example of that. These stones have a really nice like color and texture to them. I really enjoy these. Wonderful tank too. All of them. I mean, I have to say about everything in the room that I'm at right now, it's just been absolutely pristine and beautiful.
Thank you. That's the goal.
Yeah. I mean, let's look at the stock tanks a little bit.
Yeah, these are the plant holding tanks. These are like rubbed down at the moment, so we're gonna have the fresh plant shipment coming in tomorrow morning. But yeah, we always try to keep a high amount of plants, and these are maintained the same level as the Aquascapes.
Yeah,
so
I can see
we
that.
try to keep them clean all the time. Obviously, it's much better for customers to choose plants from an environment like this than having a tank full of algae that you can't even see what you're buying.
Yeah.
So yeah, we put a lot of effort into these as well. And this is the only way where you can imagine that you buy something from here and you can achieve that. So otherwise, if you would buy from a tank that has algae in it or the plants are not perfectly healthy, then how would you expect to achieve the results of a quality aquascape? So that's why it's important.
You have to work harder to get it back to the state that the plant should be.
You shouldn't.
Right?
You shouldn't
have to
put
work
in the
that
plant
hard.
into the tank and that's it.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. I feel like already there's you know, things that I'm gonna take home with me and start doing at home too. You know,
Inspiration.
Yeah, I mean, using
But that's
nails.
the goal of the gallery, to get inspired.
Yeah, I've already got so many ideas that I'm gonna start using at home.
So we just came to Green Aqua. We saw a lot of amazing tanks. We met everybody here, and everybody was so nice to us.
Great hosts. Yeah.
Yeah, and totally inspired, and pretty sure we stayed here for quite a while, right? Like how many hours?
A few. I don't know. I lost track of time, honestly.
I'm surprised we haven't been kicked out yet.
Hello guys. Actually, I think I'm working in the garden, so I'm really sorry. Good to have you, but it's 5 o'clock. We need to close up, and I'm gonna tell your viewers that you guys are the best. So keep on supporting them, because they're the greatest. But we don't have any light anymore, so let's go outside so that the others can close Green Aqua, right?
I feel like we're getting kicked out right now.
Okay.
Oh man, I don't know how I feel about this.
Well, you're welcome to come back anytime.
Thank you for having us.
All right. We'll see you then.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Good to have you.
So we're on a plane once again. We're leaving Budapest for Germany, Frankfurt for the night. And then we're going to travel to Nuremberg for Inner Zoo
Via train.
by
Via
train, right? And we're probably going to meet a lot of interesting people, see a lot of interesting things. So we'll take you guys along with us. But what do you think so far?
So far, it's been a really fun trip. Very beautiful sights. We had a really nice day yesterday in Budapest. Today too.
Oh, what about the fish tanks though?
Dude, the fish tanks were incredible. Really beautiful gallery, and yeah, I've always wanted to go and visit. Now I get to check that off my list.
Yeah, so we'll try to get some more planted tanks content for you guys. So stay tuned, and we'll probably see you guys tomorrow.